a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Oakland Raiders. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their 4th Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Oakland Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, very pleased to be with you. And the story, Charles, of the Oakland Raiders season, just an incredible one, really, in the East Bay. Folks not expecting much after a 4-12 season in 2018. Fans were coming to terms with saying goodbye. And then a funny thing happened. The Raiders started to win, and they did not stop.
And what a way to go out this would be. I mean, this is like storybook. This is something that you write and you put it on film, and people say, there's no chance that this could happen, except we're witnessing it right now. Think about the great history of the Raiders in Oakland. John Madden is their head coach. Kenny the Snake Stabler, their Hall of Fame quarterback.
Where's
man himself, Willie Brown. Remember that 75-yard interception return against Minnesota? We can still see Willie running in slow motion. He passed away a few months ago, but he'll never be forgotten in Oakland. The great Raiders of the old supporting this Raiders team now, trying to win another Super Bowl.
Meanwhile, the turnaround has been a sharp one for the Chicago Bears. 19-45. That was their record from 2014 through 17. Then the division title last year. Everybody remembers the double doink in the playoffs. But now the Bears are back looking for what would be just their 2nd Super Bowl title.
Of course, you know they won plenty of titles prior to the Super Bowl coming into existence. They won 8 NFL titles. Who'll ever forget Papa Bear, George? In the big game itself,
I was going to play the 15 minutes, but that's going to be
one of the most dominant performances we've ever seen. And then they lost to Peyton Manning and the Colts in Super Bowl 41. Can this team
10:30?
do their own Super Bowl show and grab the Lombardi Trophy and bring it back to Chicago?
12-ish or something. I'm going to go to work tomorrow.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt.
Give me a second. Let's see. Way the hell down here.
True #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at 31. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Clinton-Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Brissett sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. The Bears coming out. Mitchell Trubisky at the helm. And the rise of Trubisky, a big story in this run to the NFC title. He's made such strides since that rookie campaign of 2017. And now the pressure intensifies as he tries to join Jim McMahon as the only quarterbacks to lead the Bears to a Super Bowl title. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game.
Got him.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
Nowhere.
Pick up here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
Nowhere.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now Brown.
Oh, nowhere he got that.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Oh,
Those don't ever go away.
dang.
Typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Bissett.
Oh my God, that was just
too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And able to complete it to Moreau. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, shit. So, Hyman.
They'll run the jet sweep around, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Gosh,
darn
be
it.
able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play the best we can.
You almost get a mulligan win on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves job that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happens. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping.
They stopped me. I stopped them. Holy cow.
He better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Play will be stop it, man. Back at the 38.
Nothing's going on. Look at that. 0-0.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that
Tough game, man. Tough game.
Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, go.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start, but it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 29, Brissett. And his throw here is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here.
Gosh, dude.
Escape when he goes down. Khalil Mack drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Breaks a tackle. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now Trubisky on first down.
Sack, baby.
Let's
go.
Reese Hurst. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17
Let's go,
guys
Haya.
have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's
That's far
second
away
and
from
18.
that first down.
Now
It's a bit
Trubisky.
closer.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
Oh my God.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like Allen spotted right at midfield at the 50.
Sack, huh? We're
They should
behind.
put the coverage guys in a
Forward.
stress on that one. They thought he was going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel.
No.
Oh my. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike
That
from
was
anywhere
crazy,
on the
bro.
field.
Oh my
How about
God,
the way they
dude.
got it started in this one?
Come on, man.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it
shit.
across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing, Brissett. And that's
Come
gonna
on,
be
dude.
incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
God, dude.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
What's going on?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time
Dang
to
it.
think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Here, we just have good ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They run. This is Cohen. Montez Perfect, the one to get him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dang it.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Fucking injured player, man. Lost him. Son of a biscuit.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. 3rd sack.
Maurice Hurst able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Cody Elam, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
Although sacks have only been an official record since Super Bowl 17, I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
We're in the high tops as well.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a later first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On the draw, Richard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them. Nowhere to escape.
My God, dude.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Playing horrible right now, bro. What the fuck's going on? Can't get nothing.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll run on second down with Cohen. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. Then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage.
Oh my God, dude.
Intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Safety's creeping.
On second down for setting in.
What
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. There are 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Mike, it's a party now. It's a party now.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority 1.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from a distance, just get the distance and let him knock it through.
Back onto the field now comes the wideout Antonio Brown. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
The silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance. And that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. The drive starts with a completion, left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks and no touchdown passes yet either. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Oh, my God. Here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And that's it. Pick 6 for Bears touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretary lost twice in his career.
So educational.
Man,
that's very true, kids. Look at that.
Stop him, bro. I just keep stopping him. What the fuck? I can't shake him off. I can't. These motherfuckers can't seem to catch the ball. I can't seem to throw the ball. What the fuck is going
He'll
on?
have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Dude.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He gets Puts it to Brown. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Brissett. He'll find Moreau here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. In our game, it's been Mitchell Trubisky, who's looked sharp thus far.
The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 30 on second down, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Oh my God. Intercepted. Fuck.
Incomplete. This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football,
dude.
And he's right there for the pass.
O'Donnell is on the punt as he gets this one away.
Oh, grab it, stupid, grab it.
Shedding the tackle.
Oh my God, dude.
51 yards on the punt there.
Guys,
The Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dude.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest.
Oh, my God.
Taken down, sacked back at the 2. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there is just going to add to their growing frustration, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front.
This is
You know
not
the motivational
cool,
speech on the
man.
sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Been spectacular, man. Super
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson.
Oh my God, that's it. Happy Vance. Yeah, something like this.
Chicago. Allen Robinson with 56 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not even get to the red zone, let alone